So far, Thunderbird ownership has involved a simple set of rituals: buy one, source aftermarket alloys for it, add auxiliary lamps and a prayer flag, and you're good to go. Now, Royal Enfield knows the Thunderbird demographic only too well, and it has decided to step in and save you the trouble of a trip down aftermarket lane. Meet the Thunderbird 500X, a refreshed, urban-focused take on RE's popular wannabe cruiser. What's new about it? Before you ask, it's mechanically identical to, and will amicably coexist with, the regular Thunderbird. Both new Thunderbird variants use the same engine and gearbox as the standard Thunderbird range. The 350X employs the 346cc motor from the Thunderbird 350, which makes 19.8 horsepower and 28 Nm of torque, while the 500X is powered by the 499cc motor from the Thunderbird 500, which produces 27.2 horsepower and 41.3 Nm of torque. Both engines are mated to the same 5-speed gearbox. RE only let us have the 500X, which also happens to be the most expensive Royal Enfield on sale in the country right now. The headlight lens now gets a darker surround, so as to provide a stronger contrast to the projector light and TRL. I don't think this has any impact on the illumination, and RE doesn't claim so, anyway. The headlight dome, itself, is now a matte black unit and gets a cool 3-point bracket that's neatly finished. You know where to look, if you have a motorcycle project to complete. The fork is blacked out, too. All the rubber bellows on the fork legs would accentuate the all-black effect RE has tried to achieve with the Thunderbird X range. The new handlebars are a simple, upright unit. The ape hangers are exclusive to the regular Thunderbird, and also new is a one-piece seat, which looks aesthetic and is well finished. A nice, if discreet, detail on the seat is the stitching, which is matched with the color of the fuel tank. Lastly, there isn't a backrest/sissy bar anymore, which means the bike's posterior ends in a taillight unit, same as on the Thunderbird but with a matte black shroud, instead of chrome, mounted on the slightly shortened rear fender. The grab rails have been neatly tucked in under the pillion seat and go with the minimalist theme. Is it any different to ride? The engine has a muffled thump to it, and you will enjoy its mild pulse at low revs. At revs higher than 3,500 revolutions per minute, however, the pulse turns into a vibration at the handlebar and pegs, and that could have been ironed out to gel with the X's slicker appearance. I also found the gearshift offering needless travel. A tighter unit with a pronounced mechanical feel would be better, which got uncomfortable, at times, owing to the feet-forward stance. The handlebar certainly makes the Thunderbird easier to manage in the city, although a slight adjustment, tilting it closer to the rider, will perhaps make it even more comfortable than it is, at present. I did notice different looking bar end weights on the X, as opposed to the regular Thunderbird, but I doubt it makes even a fraction of a difference. Should have been black instead of chrome, perhaps? Who's it for? If you're hell-bent on buying a Royal Enfield but can't bear to keep chrome bits shiny and rust-free, the Thunderbird X is for you. It looks fun and stylish and certainly will appeal to those looking at an everyday motorcycle with an attitude, if not outright character, like the older generation of Royal Enfields. The Thunderbird has always been a decent highway companion, not the least due to its 20-liter fuel tank, and the X is no exception to this. However, the lack of a backrest and the curvature of the rear end of the seat means it's pretty uncomfortable for pillions, as we discovered during our stint with it. The grab rails, too, aren't the most ergonomic units and could have either been more generous or positioned better. Royal Enfield is in the process of designing a backrest for the bike. Until that materializes, pillions will have a hard time hanging on. RE is, in fact, also considering a small fly screen for the X range. While that won't come with any aerodynamic gains, it should make for a prettier front end than what you already have. Should you buy one? Yes, particularly if you aren't a fan of the smaller displacement breed of cruisers, the Bajaj Avenger and Suzuki Intruder, namely, and aren't convinced by Motorcycles products. You should also buy one because it's cool and hip while still staying characteristically laid back and relaxed. At Rs 1.98 lakh, Rs 1.56 lakh for the 350X, X showroom, Mumbai, the new Thunderbirds are Rs 7 to 8,000 more expensive than the regular models, which is a fair increment, given that you get factory-fitted alloys and tubeless tires, as well. Only the prayer flags have been left to you, but a ride to Leh should sort that out, right? Thanks for watching. Keep updated, don't forget to subscribe.